Welcome to today's webinar, Tracking Bad Ads with UX Patterns, hosted by Unity LevelPlay. From real-time reporting and marketability testing to A/B testing and ROAS optimization, LevelPlay is ad mediation that supports everything your app business needs to scale. Ad quality from Unity LevelPlay gives you control and visibility over the ads your users see, so you can create the best app experience and protect your brand. Today, we'll cover an ad quality overview. What are UX patterns? UX pattern thresholds, ad quality success stories, and key takeaways for using UX patterns. Our presenters today are Karen Carroll, Product Manager at Unity, and Justin Norman, Senior Growth Manager at Unity. Justin, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining the session today about ad quality. At its core, ad quality is designed to give you full transparency into the ads your users are seeing to help you build the best in-app experience possible. So whether you've used ad quality before or you're first learning about it today, I hope we can provide you with some immediate actions you can take in order to build a better UX. So let's jump into each component. The first one is Ad Creative Overview, which allows you to monitor a gallery of creatives shown in your application and view each one individually, just as your users saw within your application. You'll be able to quickly understand which advertisers and ad sources delivered each creative and view measurements like revenue, clicks, churn, and even potential UX issues, which we'll go over today. There are hundreds, potentially even thousands of creatives in this page. So it's also a great opportunity to use the filters so you can narrow down your search and make the process for viewing even quicker and simpler. Next, we have the ad analysis page, which allows you to dive into each UX pattern in your application and measure important measurement trends like churn rate per advertiser, number of churn users per ad source, clicks by content rating, and impression per category, and many, many more things. Next, we have user journey, where you can quickly narrow down your search for a single user and see the exact creatives that users saw and spot any potential UX issues and or resolve any tickets you may have from that user. And then finally, there's the notification page where you can create custom alerts and immediately get notified and take action on any violation, such as a problematic UX pattern, content rating violation, or many other triggers that may be leading to user friction. Next, I'll pass it over to Karen to talk more about the UX patterns.
Thanks, Justin. So hi, everyone. I wanted to share with you a bit more information about what is the UX patterns, share the different types of UX patterns and where you can find it on the LevelPlay platform itself. So basically, UX patterns is a unique feature that we have on LevelPlay that we've created specifically to give you in-depth data about specific concerning UX trends. So if we're talking about what exactly are UX patterns, it's basically a set of metrics that we have to track quality issues. We've created those specific metrics because we got a lot of feedback from publishers like you over the years, and we decided that we want to create specific metric for the issues that you've raised. And today we're going to go over all of those metrics one by one, and I'll show you also where you can find it on the pages themselves. So this is the list of UX patterns that we have. I'll go over each one of them, but basically it's CTR, bounce rate, ad duration, churn rate, ad escape rate, auto clicks, proximity clicks, and early clicks. And now I want to dive into each one of them. So let's start with ad escape rate. Ad escape rate is basically a metric that is tracking how many ads were not closed properly. This is a new metric that came recently because I got a lot of feedback of crash indication need. And it basically can give you an idea of which ad were crashed the app or killed by the user, closed unnecessarily. So that's a really important metric and a pretty unique one. The second one is the bounce rate. Bounce rate gives you an indication of ads that were misleading or ads that the user clicked on by mistake. It's ad that the user clicked on, went out of the app, specifically for the store, and then returned back to the ad after less than 5 seconds. So it can basically indicates a concerning behavior, something that was not intentional. Next is the churn rate. Churn is the percentage of users. Churn rate is the percentage of users that left your app after clicking an ad. It can be that they left for 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, or 14 days. We have different churn windows on the platform. And basically each genre of app cares about different churn window and want to focus on a different churn window, and you have all of those options in front of you, and you can see it one by one as well. Another important metric that we have is the ad duration. It basically gives you the ability to monitor the length of the ad, of the time that the user spent watching this ad before they close it, including the end card. And it basically gives you the ability, if you set some sort of an agreement with your network about the length that you want the ad to be, you can track it and you can see if you want it or not, and if they are doing what you requested. Also important is to track churn rate against this ad length to make sure that maybe if the ad is longer, if it's causing more churn or not, and see the relationship between those two metrics. Now we're going to the click types. We have different types of clicks that we are tracking in order to understand if there's a concerning behavior. So the first one is auto clicks, which are users that are clicking without, we have clicks, but we're not seeing that the users are actually touching the screen, which can be a bad experience for users that trying to play the app or to use the app. The next click type is the proximity clicks, which is also a pretty concerning behavior. It means that users are clicking next to the X button on the top corners of the screen, meaning they are trying to close the ad and they are going to the store instead. It can be good, but it can also increase churn, increase bounce rate, increase concerning behavior. And it's important to see them all together and to understand the effect of it. Another type of click that we have is click on the first second of seeing the ad. It basically happened by mistake, probably, because people are not immediately clicking if they want to. So that's another important type of click. If you're seeing a lot of problematic behaviors and you want to report those specific creative to the network, you have the ability to do it on the tool by selecting the specific creative and just inserting the email of your representative on the ad network side and sharing with them all the information that you have and making them understand why you want to do it and be able to tackle it. So now I want to show you where exactly you can find those UX patterns on the platform itself to be able to take actions about those metrics. So let's go one by one. So the first place you can see it is the analysis page. Basically, you can see on the analysis page all those metrics, one next to the other, to see it on a bigger picture, like I've mentioned, to see how the proximity clicks affected the bounce rate and the churn and everything. And you can track the trend also on the analysis. So you can see if there's an increase on the churn rate, you can see if there's high proximity clicks or high early clicks and so on. That probably are the reason for this behavior. Also in the analysis page, you can use the column picker. You also have it on the creative page to decide which metric you want to focus on in order to see the specific ones and not see everything at once. It can be a bit overwhelming sometimes. So you have this functionality as well. Another functionality that we have is filtering. So you can decide that you want to filter only ads that had really high ad duration, let's say, according to a definition that I'll show you later on how you do. But basically, if you want to look only on those ads, you can filter it both on the analysis screen and the creative screen. The creative page has a specific column that is also super interesting and can help you. And it gives you special indication for problematic patterns for each one of those creative. Basically, this indication is set according to a threshold that we have either set by you as a publisher on the platform or the default threshold that we've set in advance. And according to those indications, you can decide if you want to reach out to the network and to do something about this creative or not. It depends on a lot of other metrics and definitions. And if you want to report, as I mentioned, you can do it directly from the platform. Another option you have for tracking those behavior is the user journey. If you want to look at an individual user, you have the ability to see the different types of clicks. You have the ability to see if there was a closing event, if the ad was actually closed properly or not. You have everything on the specific creative of the user. And if you decide to report this creative from the user journey, you can do it also directly from this page as well. So now let's talk a bit about the threshold. I've mentioned it during the last slides. So basically the thresholds are set according to different options. So you have defaults that we are setting in advance, but you can also contact your account manager and he can give you the relevant numbers according to your app genre, because each one of the apps has different numbers that are relevant for him, that considered to be good or bad. So basically, it can give you also the ability to control the scales of tagging of UX patterns. So if you set a really, really low threshold here, you will get a lot of tags and you won't be able to tackle it. So it's really important to put the right threshold. And this indication will be populated across all ad quality pages, okay? The user journey, the creative, the analysis, you will see it everywhere. So it's super important to do it right. After you've set all the threshold, you have also the ability to decide if you want to get notified about those specific tags. So you have a column here to select if you want to get an email or to see it on the platform itself if there's a problem. And once selected that you want to get notified about it, then on the rules page, you will have a presetted UX threshold rule that can be edited or changed, or maybe you want to set another email to get it. But basically everything will be there automatically, and you will be able to track it down and to, from there, even report it to the network that you want to contact. So now I'm giving back the control to Justin, so he will talk a bit more about the use cases.
Great. Thank you, Karen. So yeah, let's take a quick look at ad quality in action. These are a few of the partners that we've worked with over the years that have used some of the tools and the measurements that Karen went over to significantly reduce overall user complaints and generate a better app experience. All right, some key takeaways for today. So make sure to set alerts to stay aware of any potential UX issues that you may have. Rely on the analysis page to monitor churn of your users. Use the creative page to monitor any UX patterns for individual ad creatives. Make sure to leverage user journey so you can solve any potential UX issue or support tickets that you may have. And then make sure you report any creatives to the advertiser directly from the ad quality page. All right, and so for next steps, partners that are already using ad quality, great. It's time to get in touch with your account manager, understand those UX thresholds that Karen spoke about, and access more of the best practices and capabilities that are available to you on our Knowledge Center. Level Play publishers that maybe aren't using ad quality today, Great news, it's even easier than ever. So now you can add ad quality to your application just by adding a single line of code from the SDK. That's currently in beta. Very shortly, it will be out in GA, hopefully. And then for those partners that aren't using LevelPlay, but would still like to access ad quality and get all of the information available, you still can. So you can download the ad quality SDK directly from us. And that covers our presentation for today.
Thanks so much for joining, everyone, and stay tuned for the replay in your email inbox.